I just happened to be tuning into Prime Minister's Questions the other day. I wasn't really watching it, only half watching it. And there was, the term came up, duty of care and duty of candour. Now, duty of care, I had a bit of an idea what it was about. Duty of candour, no idea what that is. I better find out what that is. Because people will think I'm not with it if I don't know what some of these terms are. Anyway, duty of care means that you care for someone more or less completely, which means that the person who is caring has the duty of care over the other person. Therefore, if the other person says, I don't wish to wash, the person with duty of care says, I think it's a good idea if you do wash, I'm going to wash you. Oh, right, so that's duty of care. I think it's a good idea you take these tablets, take the tablets. Right, if you've got to take them, it's not your choice. That's duty of care. Now, duty of candour is actually that health service staff have a duty to tell the truth about what's happened to a patient. It's not the sort of legal situation where you can be guarded about the truth, like in a court, where you can be guarded about the truth. Duty of candour means you've got a duty to tell the truth about what has happened to a person. So if a person's had a fall, you can say, unfortunately, I was walking with the patient and they had a fall and they've injured their hip. So it's a new one, isn't it? Because I'll tell you what, in hospital you get an awful lot of people, I know this sounds ridiculous, get broken hips whilst they're having operations for other things. So you've got them on the trolley and then they've got to go onto the operating table and they're anaesthetised, so they're probably like, I don't know, I've never been in that situation, but they're probably like a sack of potatoes, and so they're sliding them across from the trolley onto the operating table, and let's say there's someone out on toilet break, or they haven't got enough staff quite to manage this person who's quite heavy. Oh dear, patient has landed up on the floor. Oh dear, patient has got a broken hip. Oh dear, we better keep this quiet. So they, in operating theatres, I don't think the duty of candour has been applied. I think there's been an awful lot of hush-up in the operating theatres, and maybe that's why consultants are now obliged to publish the data of all their operations for everybody to see. So if you're going to have an operation, you can see how well your consultant has done. So I'll just sort of do that about duty of candour. Right, bye.